Hi, friends. If you struggle at all with anxiety, be sure to listen in to the end of the video today as I share some of my top foods that I integrate to my routine in order to keep anxiety at bay. Now, for sake of today's video, I'm not going to go a whole lot into the science of these. And as always, these are my personal experiences. Yes, there's science to back all of these up. However, your experiences may be different than my experiences. So, as you've heard me say before, you're an N of one. Experiment with yourself. Try different foods that are part of this list and see how they impact you and play with it to see what helps you most. I also want to mention, as always, this information is sheerly for knowledge and in no way, shape, or form intended to replace any type of medical care. As always, if you're making any kind of changes to your diet, nutrition, or anything else, be sure to check with your appropriate practitioner to make sure it doesn't interfere with any current care that you have going on or any medications. With that being said, let's dive in. Number one on the list for me is dietary fibers. This is one for years. I would have told you I was getting enough, and I wasn't necessarily getting as much as what was called for or what is necessarily recommended, which is crazy considering how many vegetables that I eat. For me, my very favorite in this category, you guessed it, vegetables. It's another reason why we should eat our vegetables to help stave off anxiety. Other ones for me here that are my favorites: beans, especially black beans, and also seeds. Now, the thing about dietary fiber and fiber rich foods is it actually helps to decrease the brain and body inflammation response, in turn, allowing the possibility of keeping anxiety at bay. Basically, inflammation response allows your body to run better, perform more optimally. Some other great forms of dietary fiber, you could look at fruits, lentils, nuts, and even whole grains. Number two, omega-3 fatty acids. My very favorite here in this category is salmon. I love salmon in the air fryer with the right herbs on top. Mwah. You can also look at other fish, other seafood, chia seeds, or even flax. For this one, for me, I also personally supplement in this area. I know full well I don't get nearly as enough fish as what I should get. And I overall, my body just feels better when I supplement in addition to having regular servings of fish. Number three, aged, fermented, or cultured foods. Now, there's not being really real, I don't love a whole lot in this category, but the one that I found that I do integrate and love is kimchi. And when I learned some of the great benefits of kimchi, I added it even more. Some of these are just gut function overall and even decreased anxiety. Number four, eggs. I heard the best phrase about eggs, and it was referred to as nature's multivitamin. Guys, eggs are loaded with essential vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and antioxidants. So don't be afraid to eat your eggs. Number five, chamomile tea. This one for me is nearly daily. Whether I'm having any type of anxious symptoms or not, it helps me to be calmer and whole. It helps me stay balanced, and it helps me sleep. And the research on chamomile tea certainly backs it up. Number six, blueberries. Now, I mentioned earlier, when it comes to the fruit category for me, I'm really careful about how much fruit that I eat because I can easily get sugar cravings if I have too much fruit. I also have to watch out for blueberries, but this is a it's worth it category. So if you're someone that at all struggles with food cravings or get triggered easily, just make sure that you're weighing out your food accordingly, especially if you're watching that weight and body conversation. But guys, here's the thing. Blueberries are super high in antioxidants, which again are shown to help reduce and lower anxiety. I can tell you naturally, way before I knew the science behind blueberries, I would just have bowls of blueberries. And as I connected, it was usually on the days that I was in a higher anxious state. So it makes sense. Our bodies know what we need. We just have to listen. They also know what we don't need. So listen to that as well. All right, number 7, turkey breast. Now, I think most of us know by now that turkey contains tryptophan, which is an amino acid that helps produce serotonin. And essentially, tryptophan is shown to have that calming impact because of those amino acids and that serotonin impact. Last but not least, number 8, leafy greens. Now, I know I mentioned vegetables earlier, but this category deserved to be in and of itself. Guys, leafy greens are rich in natural magnesium. And what we know about magnesium is magnesium can offer a very calming effect for our body. I forget the recent statistic that I heard, but it's something crazy like 90 some percent of people are deficient in magnesium. And just learning and getting in tune to where you're at on that one, that in and of itself could help keep you more emotionally balanced. It's one I highly recommend that you work with your naturopath or your natural doctor or your Western medicine doctor to find out where your minerals are at so we can make sure just with the basics that you're in the right direction. Guys, your body and mind and emotions are so worth the stability. Nourish it well. Take the time to learn which foods help you most and stay aware of those triggering for foods that caused you the adverse impact. Generally speaking, that's going to be the processed, the sugars that can elevate anxiety. That's for a whole nother video. So, as always, stay well, be well, and till tomorrow. Bye, guys.